Hey there, all you wild, curious listeners. Welcome to Wedgie Wednesday, your ultimate midweek escape into the strange and sensational world of Hollywood. We've got a packed hour ahead filled with the weirdest, wackiest, and most jaw-dropping celebrity stories you won't hear anywhere else. From world from from wardrobe malfunctions to cryptic tweets that make us ask, what on earth? We're diving headfirst into the bizarre world of A-listers, social media mishaps, and rumors that could only be dreamed up in Hollywood. Buckle up, folks, because it's about to get weird. You're not just going to want to hear this. You'll be talking about it for the rest of the week. Get ready for a wild ride of Wedgie Wednesday, because you just never know what crazy thing is going to happen next when you're talking celebrity drama and the weirdness that comes with fame.
The following is rated TV MA and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wedgie Wednesday, right here on Talk Radio. I'm your host, Jonathan Riley. And let me tell you, folks, today's show is about to be wild. Whether you're tuning in for the first time or if you've been with us from the start, we're so glad you're here to join the fun. You already know what time it is. It's time to get weird. It's time to get wacky. And it's time to dive deep into the most bizarre, jaw-dropping, and downright strange celebrity stories of the month. Now, we're not just talking about your average Hollywood gossip here. Oh no, we've got wardrobe malfunctions. I keep messing up that word. Wardrobe. That's what happens when you have no teeth. You're like, wardrobe. That'll make you cringe. Out of the blue social media posts that'll leave you scratching your head. And rumors so wild, you'll have to wonder if they came straight out of a tabloid. We're unpacking it all today, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of it. And for those of you who thought the strange headlines were slowing down this year, think again. We are already 113 days into 2025. I mean, can you believe it? We're nearly one third of the way through the year already. That's 9.7 million seconds, my friends. And if you thought the celebrity drama was going to take a break, wrong. We're just getting started. And the weirdness is only going to get more, well, weird. So buckle up. We've got a packed hour ahead. You might laugh, you might cringe, you might even shake your head in disbelief. But you'll definitely be entertained. So grab your popcorn. Sit back and get ready for the bizarre, the hilarious, and the absolutely out of this world news from the world of Hollywood. This is Wedgie Wednesday, and it's about to get weird. Alright, first we get into some celebrity mishaps. Alright folks, let's kick things off with a major mishap that's been all over the internet these past few days. We've all heard the stories about wardrobe malfunctions at big events, right? From Janet Jackson's infamous Super Bowl moment to that time Jennifer Lopez's plunging neckline almost took over the red carpet. But nothing could have prepared us for what happened at this year's Met Gala. And trust me, this one's wild. Actress Fiona Green, you know, the one who's starred in all those high-octane action blockbusters, decided to take it to the next level. She wore a bulletproof dress for the Met Gala. Yep, you heard that right. A bulletproof dress. I'm still wrapping my head around it, but it was designed to make a serious statement. You know, fashion meets function. And hey, in a world of gowns and tuxedos, why not mix in a little security, right? So here she is, looking all confident on the red carpet. Everything's going smoothly. She's chatting about her latest film, looking poised, totally nailing that glam look. But then, the unthinkable happens. During a live-streamed interview with E! Everything was going fine when pop, the back of her dress pops open like a zipper explosion. And we are all just sitting there watching this high-tech disaster unfold in real time. I mean, folks, this is straight out of a comedy sketch. One second she's smiling and talking about her movie, and the next she's trying to hold together her dress, which was now flapping in the wind. You could see the panic in her eyes. It was like she was thinking, do I keep answering questions or do I try to hold my dress together? It was, well, a lot. And the best part, she didn't let it faze her. She kept answering questions like a pro while literally holding her dress together with one hand. Classic Fiona, right? A real Hollywood moment. But honestly, how do you recover from that? I don't think there's a bulletproof plan for that kind of disaster. But hey, we've seen some other iconic wardrobe malfunctions over the years, haven't we? Remember when Britney Spears performed on the MTV Video Music Awards and her iconic costume? Well, let's just say it almost fell apart mid-performance. There was that moment when she was twirling and her corset just popped open. She handled it like a champ, but that was one awkward backstage moment. I don't think anyone wants to repeat that kind of mishap. And who could forget Lil Kim at the 1999 MTV Video Music Awards when she wore that purple, barely there outfit with the pasty on her breast. Talk about a bold statement, but it was so shocking, so unexpected, that it's still remembered as one of the most talked about wardrobe choices in MTV history. But back to Fiona Green with her bulletproof dress, not vest. See, I was saying vest. See, that's definitely up there. I mean, it's one thing to take a fashion risk, but when that fashion risk literally fails on live stream, yeah, that's a level of weird we don't see every day. Now, here's the thing I get. I get it. We all want to look good. And sometimes you want to wow people with something different. But maybe, just maybe, next time, keep it simple. A regular dress, maybe. No need to add bulletproof to your wardrobe. Trust me, the only thing you'll need protection from is embarrassment when things go wrong in front of millions of people. Fashion designers, are you listening? No more bulletproof dresses, please. But hey, if you're looking to make a statement, maybe just skip to Kevlar and stick to something classic like a simple strapless gown that stays on. That'll save you a lot of scrambling, I promise. So, folks, let's take a lesson from Fiona's fashion fail. Sometimes it's better to keep it simple, or, avoid live streaming wardrobe malfunctions. That's another option. It's crazy how the world goes with these fashion statements. Okay, next we go to weird social media posts. Alright, folks, let's move on to another big source of weirdness social media. Celebrities sure do know how to keep us entertained, and sometimes completely confused with their posts. And if there's one guy who always seems to know how to push the boundaries, it's Finn Wild. This guy is practically a walking meme, and you never quite know if he's trolling us all or if he genuinely thinks we're going to get his post. Let me tell you, his latest post, absolutely wild. He posted a picture of his breakfast. Nothing too unusual, right? But hold on, this wasn't just any breakfast. No avocado toast, no smoothie bowl, nope. He posted a picture of raw spaghetti, uncooked, just lying there in the bowl. And the top of it, he slathered it in ketchup. Yep, ketchup. No sauce, no seasoning. Just raw noodles and ketchup. Can you even imagine? Naturally, the internet went into full chaos mode. Some people were like, is this art? Is this some sort of commentary on modern food culture? And others, honestly, probably more people, were like, bro, are you okay? Is this your cry for help? People were debating left and right. Was this some deep philosophical post about food and society? Or was Finwild just trying to break the internet with the weirdest breakfast ever? Now, let's be real here. I think Finwild just enjoys watching us lose our minds. There's no grand hidden message behind the raw spaghetti and ketchup. It's just chaos. Pure, unadulterated, raw spaghetti chaos. But hey, at least it was memorable. When was the last time a celebrity's breakfast made you question your entire existence? But speaking of mind-boggling, social media posts that let's not forget about Kylie Jenner and her infamous post last year. Remember when she posted a picture of a cactus? Yeah, you heard me right. A cactus. No caption, no context, just a close-up of a spiky plant. Some fans were like, what does it mean? Is she trying to tell us something? Others were like, Kylie babe, are you okay? It got over 10 million likes and sparked thousands of comments. And no one, not a single person, could figure out what was going on. Now that was a masterpiece of confusion. A cactus. No caption, just vibes. And of course, it blew up because, hey, when you're Kylie Jenner, you could post a picture of a rock and people would start analyzing its deeper meaning Maybe it's a metaphor for life. Prickly on the outside, but soft on the inside. Or maybe it was just a cactus. Either way, it was pure social media genius. And who could forget the time Miley Cyrus posted a series of photos of her toe fungus? Yep, a full-on close-up of her toe with a caption that simply read, totally glow gross. I mean, who even thinks to post something like that? Miley definitely has a way of keeping us on our toes, literally. Of course, fans were divided. Some thought it was hilarious, while others were like, why, Miley, why? But that's what's so great about social media, right? Celebrities can post absolutely anything, and we'll either laugh it off or try to figure out its deeper meaning. Like at one time, Shia LaBeouf posted an image of himself with a paper bag over his head that said, I am not famous anymore. Talk about an existential crisis on Instagram. See, the thing is, we don't know if these celebrities are actually serious or just messing with us. Is it performance art or is it just plain randomness? Maybe it's all part of their brand and we're just here left to guess what it all means. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's entertainment, and we are the ones tuning in for the chaos. So back to Finn Wild, raw spaghetti and ketchup. Is he a culinary genius, or is he just trolling us all? The jury's still out. But one thing's for sure, he got everyone talking. And honestly, if you can do that, you're already winning at social media. Next up, bizarre celebrity rumors. Alright, folks, buckle up, because now we're diving into the real juicy stuff, the rumors. You know, the ones that make you scratch your head and think, is this for real? Or am I just caught in some wild fever dream? These are the rumors that make Hollywood so, well, Hollywood. First up, let's talk about one that's been making the rounds recently, and this one involves Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah, you know him, the hardest working man in Hollywood, the former WWE champ, an all around nice guy. But recently, a rumor has emerged that's got everyone talking. Apparently, The Rock, the man who's always smiling and posting gym selfies, has secretly been training for a role as a secret government agent. That's right, the rumor is that The Rock is not just an actor, he's been working undercover for the CIA as a real life agent. Now, folks, I'm not saying this is true. Please, let's not all start wondering if The Rock is secretly saving the world behind the scenes. But you have to admit, it kind of does fit, right? The man is a powerhouse with a history in both entertainment and athleticism. And let's not forget that one time he posted that cryptic picture with the caption, we'll get there, just trust the process. Maybe he wasn't talking about his career. Maybe he was talking about an undercover mission. I mean, if anyone could pull off being a secret agent, it's The Rock. But let's keep the train moving. Speaking of secret agents, here's a good one. Have you ever heard that Taylor Swift is actually a time traveler? Yep, the rumor is that Taylor has been around for centuries, making her music and living through various historical periods without aging. Some even claim they've seen her pop up in old photos from the Victorian era, and she's had a signature look for decades. I mean, look at her. She has had such an iconic style for so long, right? But Time Traveler? That's a new one. Some of her fans swear by it. They point to all her cryptic album themes, like how some of her songs seem to reference history, and how she somehow always manages to look exactly the same as she did in 2010. Could she actually be hiding a secret? Immortal life? Is Taylor Swift the original blank space in the timeline? Who knows? And here's another one that's been floating around for a while. Keanu Reeves. We all know and love Keanu for his roles in The Matrix, John Wick, and pretty much every movie where we end up saying Keanu is just too good for this world. But the rumor mill has been buzzing that Keanu isn't just Keanu Reeves, the beloved actor. Oh no, there are whispers that Keanu Reeves is actually the same person as an actor from the silent film era, a man named Cyril Keaton. And get this, supposedly he's been around for decades, aging very slowly, thanks to some mysterious secret. People swear they've spotted Keanu in archival footage from the 20s, and he's been the same person ever since. I mean, sure, Keanu looks like he hasn't aged a day in the last 20 years, but a silent film star? Come on. Maybe it's just good genes. Or maybe Keanu's got a secret life that none of us are ready for. But hey, this rumor has been around for a while, and I have to admit, it's pretty hilarious imagining Keanu in a top hat and monocle in a black and white film. Leading to the question, is he an immortal movie star? Or just really, really lucky with his skincare? Now let's talk about one that just gets stranger and stranger. Ariana Grande. You know her. You love her. She's been ruling pop music for years. But here's the craziest rumor about her. There's a theory out there that Ariana is actually a robot created by the music industry to dominate pop music. Some fans think that she is part of a high-tech experiment to craft the perfect pop star. And what's even crazier, they claim that her voice is so flawless because she's literally programmed to sing perfectly every time. Okay, I get it. Ariana has an amazing voice, but a robot? Come on. Some conspiracy theorists point to how she doesn't seem to age, how her voice never cracks, and how she can perform these complex vocal runs without breaking a sweat. And let's not even get started on how she can hit those ridiculously high notes. Could she be a robot with a built-in vocal range? Who knows? I'm just saying. I wouldn't be shocked if we found out she's actually got some tech wizardry behind her. So when you hear rumors about The Rock being a secret agent, or Keanu Reeves being a silent film star, or Ariana Grande being a robot, well, that's the weird, wild world we live in, folks. In Hollywood, anything's possible. You just have to wonder where the truth ends and the rumor mill begins. Alright, we're not done yet. There are more crazy rumors floating around the celebrity world, and I'm about to hit you with a few more because I love them. I think they're freaking hilarious, okay? That'll make you wonder if reality is actually stranger than fiction. Let's keep the train rolling. Alright, now let's talk about Billie Eilish. You know, the queen of moody, genre-defying music and that green hair. But the rumor that's been making waves. Some fans believe Billie is actually from the future. That's right. Not just some teenager who rose to fame in the last few years. Billie is rumored to be a time traveler sent to save the music industry from the future. Apparently, her dark, ethereal aesthetic is a result of her being an interdimensional traveler who has seen the future of pop and is trying to warn us about what's to come. And let's not forget the fact that her style is so ahead of its time. Is it really just a fashion statement? Or is she channeling something from a dystopian future? Some even claim her bad guy persona is a coded message about the upcoming global takeover by AI. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but it's a fun thought. Next up, let's talk about Miley Cyrus. Lover or hater, Miley's always making headlines. And this rumor is definitely one of the weirder ones out there. Apparently, there's a group of fans who believe that Miley isn't really Miley Cyrus. Nope, they think she's a clone of Dolly Parton. The theory goes that Dolly, realizing the need for a pop icon, had a clone made to carry on her musical legacy in a modern form. And guess what? Miley, with all her wild antics and reinvention, fits the bill perfectly. Honestly, that would explain a lot, right? Miley's got that unfiltered energy, and Dolly Parton has that same larger-than-life personality. Maybe it's not just such a stretch after all. Maybe we're looking at a true clone dynasty. Dolly 2.0, and anyone? Now I'm going to get a little personal with this next rumor. My rumor, to be exact. You might have heard some whispers. Jonathan Riley is a secret superhero. That's right, folks. According to some very suspicious corners of the internet, I'm not just a radio host or talk show host. I'm actually out there fighting crime and saving the world on my off days. Now, the rumor goes like this: I'm part of an elite team of regular people who moonlight as superheroes. Yep, just like in the movies. I have a secret lair hidden deep in the mountains, okay? Maybe not really, but I'm the one who has been keeping the streets safe with my superpowers, which, of course, include getting the best weird celebrity news and delivering it with style. and my secret, and my secret weapon. I said something different. I said secret. I meant secret weapon. The ability to always keep a cool, calm radio voice, no matter what weird rumor or mass mishap I'm dealing with. I mean, wouldn't that be fun? Maybe I'm saving the world one show at a time. But hey, let's not forget about another major rumor that everyone has been talking about. Beyonce slash Queen Bee slash rumor has it that she is secretly working on an album made entirely of AI generated music. Yeah, that's right. Some fans are convinced that Beyonce has already mastered the art of AI music creation, and the next album will be her first to not feature a single real instrument or human vocals. Instead, it'll all be generated by machine, but with her touch. It's not a stretch considering how cutting edge and ahead of the game she always is. I mean, Beyonce is the future of pop, right? She could totally pull this off. AI generated vocals layered with her powerhouse performance. Could be the album of the decade, but of course, no one can say for sure. Or can they? Maybe Queen Bee is on to something we're all about to get a front row seat to. And finally, here's one that is totally wild, but perfectly Hollywood. You ready for this? Johnny Depp, according to some super conspiracy driven fans, is rumored to be a vampire. Yep, you heard me right. These folks believe that Johnny Depp has been around for centuries, and his iconic roles in Pirates of the Caribbean and other films are just him playing his true self. Someone who's been alive for hundreds of years and simply not aging. They point to his eccentric style and mysterious aura as signs of his ancient immortal life. I mean, look, Johnny Depp has been in the game for a long time, but a vampire? I guess it makes sense that Hollywood's most mysterious actor could be hiding a few immortal secrets. Who knows? Maybe he's the reason the Pirates franchise never seems to go out of style. Alright, folks, that wraps up today's wild ride of weirdness from the celebrity world. I hope you had much fun as I did diving into these crazy mishaps, bizarre social media posts, and the kind of rumors that make you scratch your head and say, did I really just hear that? From Fiona Green's bulletproof dress disaster to Finn Wilde's raw spaghetti, we've definitely seen how the famous and infamous handle their moments of madness. In honesty, folks, I wouldn't have it any other way. We've got to ask ourselves, what's going on in Hollywood that makes the line between reality and weirdness blur so easily? I mean, between the time traveling Billie Eilish conspiracy and Johnny Depp's vampire rumors, is it any wonder the world's celebrity culture keeps us hooked? Of course, it's all part of the fun, right? Whether they're on top of the world or at the center of a scandal, the truth is, they're just as human as the rest of us, just with much more drama, better outfits, and a whole lot more cameras pointed at them. But hey, that's what keeps us tuning in week after week for more gossip, more laughs, and of course, more weirdness. Now, before I sign off, I want to remind you all to keep your eyes peeled. You never know when the next crazy story will break. And trust me, I'll be here to bring it to you. And for those of you who can't get enough, don't forget to scroll through those social media feeds. with a little extra skepticism. Because if it's on the internet, it's probably weird. And more than likely, we'll be talking about it in the future. So until then, keep your social feeds even more peeled. Stay on top of the wild stories that come your way. And as always, stay weird, stay wild, and stay tuned to Wedgie Wednesdays right here on Talk Radio. You won't want to miss what we've got for you next week. Thanks for listening, everyone. I'm Jonathan Riley. And sorry about the sniffle or like sounding weird because my nose is kind of like messing up on me today. I don't know what's going on. But I'm Jonathan Riley signing off and reminding you fame isn't always what it seems.